Hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC. We're going to take a look at Ethereum. We just got another nice bounce from 30k up to 34k. Is it just a fake out, or are we going to be basically creating another potential reversal to the upside and all that good stuff, right? So we're going to take a look at BTC and Ethereum mainly, right? And after that, we're going to take a look at other alt and all that good stuff, right? So if you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes. Don't forget to join the public Telegram group, link in the description and all that good stuff, right? So now let's take a look at Ethereum on a daily basis, right? So let's start off with Ether. So basically Ether, we just got another bounce up to the just about like a $2,000 range, right? So on a daily basis, we still need to regain the daily 21, right? Right here, we just got another bounce right at 236. Okay, 236 Fibonacci. That was our previous support area right here, right? And basically we just retested the low 1700 range. Okay, so now we got to regain the daily 21. Hey, what's up, Phipps? Thanks a lot for tuning in. So we got to regain the daily 21 before we talk about any sort of reversal. If you take a look at our MACD, it does have a nice bullish divergence. Sometimes you just don't know if we're going to be, bulls going to be able to get the bullish crossover right here, right? Or not. We don't know, okay? It is a big question, so we just have to... bulls just have to wait over the next like a few days and so on to see if Ethereum going to be able to regain the daily 21 right here. As we said, even if we get another push to the upside, it is still going to be creating a potential flat correction right here, and that could create a stronger bearish momentum, right? Unless we basically move sideways right here and get the reversal to the upside. Okay, if not, if like a bulls lose control of the 1750 1880 range, we could fall in this range over the next like a few weeks. But a nice bull divergence, right? So let's see if bulls gonna be able to get back above the 2700 range, right? That's going to be the ultimate resistance if we basically take out the daily 21 EMA, right? So now let's take a look at it on a lower degree. So if we take a look at it on a 6-hour basis, right, we got a nice volume. That's one of the biggest volume, okay, since like the first drop, right, after we created the flat correction right here. So if you notice, well, the same exact structure I just tried to show you on the daily, right? If we go back on the daily, you can see like what I was trying to say is like we could get this move to the upside. That's going to be a flat correction, right? So if you take a look at it on the lower degree, right? If you take a look at it on the 6-hour, you can see like that's the same exact move I just tried to show you, right? Right here, right? And basically made a nice correction to the downside. Okay, so we definitely could replicate this move right here. So I wouldn't be too bearish at in the short term, okay, at 1700. Okay, so however, if you're basically still looking for lower prices like 1350 1500 range, it can still retest it. That's going to be a different setup, not a short-term setup. But this range right here could definitely bulls could get control of the if bulls can get control of the daily 21, they could basically try to push back up, right? But the high time frame support, once again, it is still going to be the same, just about this range right there, 1350 1550 range. And if bulls do not get control of the 1550 1350 support, they definitely got to regain control at just about like a right there, right here. but we will discuss it once we lose control of the 1350 right here. Yeah, that's a big gap, right? It is over like nearly 200 points, but 200 points is not even a lot. If you take a look at it, like we drop all the way down to like a 1680, and now we up like above 2000, so that's already over 200 points, right? So I think like 200 points gap, accumulation range is fair enough. If we get this move, we could still get some sort of wedge pattern. Okay, if we drop below it, that could be nasty, down to $1,000, but that's going to be another topic, right? Let's see what bull's gonna do at 1350 if they lose control of the 1700 support, right? Hey, what's up, Jude Moon? Thanks, Jude Moonboy. Thanks a lot for tuning in. XRP 589. We could still be in a bull run. That's what I'm saying. Like, as long as we can basically stay above like a 30K, do not break 30K on a weekly basis and all that good stuff, the bull market, it is still on. Okay, it is still on, not 100%, right? Like I said, we got 40% chance to still be in a bull market, so I wouldn't be too bearish at 30K. Once again, okay, 30K, it is still a buy support. We seen it last year. Yes, we could break it, but it is all about probability, right? Nothing is for sure. So let's go ahead and take a look at Ether on the weekly basis. So Ether on the weekly basis, we as we said, we just don't want to break the weekly 25 MA. If we go back to the weekly 25 MA, we just broke it. Now we could be closing below it. It's not sure we're gonna close below it, but looking at the current state of the market, even if we do not break it right now, bears could basically get stronger after the second push right here, which basically could create a bigger flat correction on the weekly. That could create a a big move to the downside. However, if we get a strong support right here, a beautiful engulfing weekly candle, we could regain the entire move and break above 4K area. Okay, that could basically push our weekly 21 EMA right here, our MACD right here, to flip bullish. Because if we go back up above the weekly 21 and stay there for like a 2-3 weeks, most likely, okay, MACD could follow up and basically follow through and basically flip positive. Okay, and that's going to be a very, very strong bullish sign. Okay, even though everything is pointing down right now, like I said, we still got like 40% chance to be in a bull market, so we cannot ignore, we cannot try to ignore the bullish setup and all that good stuff. So it is always good to get some Ether exposure, just in case we take control over like a 2700 and MACD on a weekly basis flip positive again, right? So it is pretty clear regarding Ether. Okay, so we need to get control over weekly 27, 28. Daily we got to get control over like just about the daily 21 EMA, and on the downside we know exactly what we're looking for. Okay, we know exactly what we're looking for on the downside. 1350 to 1550 support right here temporarily, and we're going to take a look at it after that, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at Ether on the 50 days cycle. So the 50-day cycle for Ether, we haven't even seen yet a 50-day cycle. Okay, even though we got a big rejection right here, the cycle right there was still like a bullish. Okay, even though it was a rejection, it was a bullish rejection. It wasn't bearish like the June 2019 right here. All right, right there, that cycle. So let's see what we're gonna get over the next like a few cycles and all that good stuff, right? The 21 EMA, just like the monthly 21 EMA, just like the monthly 21 EMA, the 50-day cycle 21 EMA is also very important, especially on BTC. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys a BTC 50 days cycle 21 EMA and why it is so important on the macro view. Okay, once again, even though we're dropping right now, it could be it could play a crucial role over the next like a few cycles, right? So Ether 50-day cycle doesn't look bad at all. You know, that's the first bearish cycle since when? The March crash. Okay, so let's see if we're going to be able to close the cycle bearish, you know, and all that good stuff, right? Because we just talked about taking control of 27 again. If we do take control over, you know, 27, 20, 28 before the year cycle close, that could change everything on the macro view. You see what I'm saying? Because the cycle gonna close bullish, not bearish. Even though, you know, it is a lower, you know, lower high, it is gonna close bullish. So that could change everything. Okay, the monthly doesn't, you know, doesn't look so great. So monthly doesn't look so great. Lower volume, big rejection right here. Monthly did not even push, like, you know, 3-4% right there. That's where we shorted at exactly, right? Just about like a 28.49, something like that right there, and dumped all the way down to 21.10 and even lower and all that good stuff, right? But now it is bouncing back up above 2000 and so on, right? So monthly doesn't look so bad. I mean, it looks bad, right, regarding the weeks right here. But let's see, we got 10 days to go. Low volume, all right? It doesn't look bad in terms of volume, right? Very low volume right there. Okay, very low volume. So we're about to get a big move. We just, you know, not sure if bull's gonna be taking control over 25, 27 and so on, daily 21, and on the weekly 27 and so on, or we're gonna be dropping lower down to 1350. Okay, either way it goes, you know, we will see. All right, but definitely being bullish at, you know, at 1350 could be, you know, could be good in the short term. If it drops lower, that's just going to be a steal in the short term, because it's not going to stay there too long. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to reverse straight up to 10k and so on, but all I'm saying is we could get some pullback if we retest anywhere around this range, right? So keep an eye on Ether over the next like a few weeks. Still looking pretty strong and all that good stuff, right? In terms of a macro view, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at a Link. So Link monthly monthly basis, we just hit our monthly 21 EMA and bounce right back up. As we said, you know, if we retest the $15, $14 range, Link could be a good buy range. Okay, it was like 15.5, 14.5 range right there. That's the primary support, right? And we got a nice bounce back up. Okay, so if you take a look at Link in, you know, in terms of a monthly basis, we got our monthly support also right there. So if we break the $14 support, we got another support just about like 9 to you know, I would say like a $9 to $11 right here for reaccumulation, right? So Link is still looking strong on the higher time frame, right? Unless we break this range, we could start like being very bearish on it, right? Unless, okay, we break below like you know, $9 and so on, we're gonna start like saying, oh, Link is actually very bearish. Okay, but we will see. Okay, anything below this trend line, it could be a steal, right? Over the next like a few months, it could be a good steal, right? Because this range right here, it is going to be at 382, just about like $7. So, which is another basically nearly over 50% drop from current price, if that's the case, right? But as of now, we're still above the 21 EMA, so I'm not basically too focused, right? To think about, to try to think about like a $7 and all that good stuff. We gotta break the 21 EMA. Okay, the upside resistance for Link right here, closing basis, almost at $40. In order to basically continue the bull market on you know, on the high time frame, right? Within the next like a few weeks and so on. So Tariq saying like it is just a manipulation, right? They're shaking out the weak hands and all that good stuff. We will see. Okay, it was a nice bounce. I wasn't too bearish on the drop. So as I said, 30k, it is a buy. It's not a sell yet. Okay, it is a buy range, not a sell. So most people are gonna short at 30k. Now they're gonna be panicking, right? So if you want to short, you just gotta short the you know, higher time frame divergence before the drop. Like short the 6-hour divergence or like daily divergence. If you miss the daily divergence, short the at least the hourly or 2-hour divergence, right? Bearish divergence. But if you want to short the breakout, yes, sometimes they can break the support and drop 30, 40, 50%. But those type of dump don't happen like every single day, okay? You might catch those like once a year, okay? Like the March crash, okay? Like when we crashed down from like a 75 to 38K, okay? I was lucky to catch that one, right? But you don't catch those like all the time. You can, and you know exactly what they're gonna do, but being up and catching those big dumps is not easy, okay? So we're just gonna stay bullish till we get a clear direction on the downside to retest like a 25K, right? So if you bought the dip at 30K, you still got some room to basically put a stop loss and all that good stuff. So now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC, right? So you take a look at BTC, we're saying like 25K going to be a support right here at the monthly 21. Bought the dip right here 30K, just stay with the trend as of now on a lower degree, right? And leave the biggest the biggest orders at 25K at the monthly 21, just like we talk about a link getting a support at monthly 21 EMA, right? So bulls definitely need to put a stop loss, right? If they basically bought the dip at 30K, price is up over 10% above 30K, even though it dropped like less than 5%. Now it pumped like 17 to 18% from the low, okay? So monthly 21 EMA, it is still in play if we break the 30K, but we will see on the lower degree, right? So let's take a look at it on the weekly basis, right? So weekly, right here, as we said, MACD, it is still negative. We haven't seen yet a weekly close below 32K. So staying above 32K, closing below, above 32K could be a positive thing, right? But closing below 32K could be very, very crucial, okay? So on the weekly basis, not daily and all that good stuff, right? Not daily and all that good stuff. We got our 50 EMA right here supporting the price. So all we're trying to do right now is like to close above the 50 EMA. So that could be very, very nice, okay? That could be very, very nice. That could be nice if we get the 50 EMA on a weekly basis, right? Right there. So let me know, guys, what you think. Are you basically waiting for 10K, 20K? What type of price action are you waiting for? Okay, are you still bullish? Are you still bearish? Right? Because most people are still bullish, but some traders are extremely bearish and calling for lower prices while we're still above the 50 weekly EMA, right? So let's take a look at the 7 days candle, because we're going to close the 7 days candle in 24 hours. That's not good. So we're going to close the 7 days candle. We opened the candle on the 18th. So yeah, we're going to close it like in 24, 48 hours, right? So right here on on the 7 day cycle, we just creating some wicks to the downside. Yes, it means like the volatility on the downside. So over the last few days, shorting the market, right? All the profits, most of the profit probably made on the downside, right? So for instance, if you've been shorting alt, you could be well in profits because the volatility on the downside, you can see it on on the 7-day cycle, right? That's what I try to show you on a weekly basis on the Heikin Ashi, right? As you can see right here, volatility on the downside, on the upside, volatility, you know, you can see like the wicks on the upside, no tail at all. Okay, so volatility as of now still on the downside. We gotta flip the switch and start getting like volatility on the upside, which means like we're gonna start getting some wicks to the upside and no tails at the bottom, just like that, right? Just like that. So that's what we want to see on a weekly basis, right? Otherwise they could still like be pumping the dumping the price, right? But let's see. Okay, yeah, we're getting very close to the weekly 100 EMA. That could be the biggest bounce we could get if we get a support, right here. Okay, so actually talking about the Heikin Ashi, before we dive into the good stuff, let's take a look at the 50-day cycle, right? And why the 50-day cycle is so important, guys. Like regardless if you're bullish or if you're bearish, it doesn't matter. The 50-day cycle, like, you know, some bears are still waiting for like a 14K, 10K and all that good stuff. But if we take a look at the 50-day cycle, right, if you're gonna catch like 14K, right, you gotta be ready, because I don't think like it's gonna stay there like for weeks or even month or weeks, something like that, to give you time like to buy the dips. If you notice, well, since like basically back in back in 2015, you can see like once we hit the 50-day cycle, right, price action doesn't, you know, like to close below it. Okay, like as you can see right here, yes, we did get like some candle closing below it, but the volatility was neutral, right, to the upside and, you know, to the downside. You can see like you know, we got wicks to the upside and to the downside right here, right? And right there, after we drop, you know, to the downside right here, you can see like we started creating some high lows right away. Okay, right away we started creating some high lows, right? Same thing, you know, as we got right here also, right? And the March dump, right, as you can see, we did not even like close below the 50 EMA. Okay, we did not even close below the 50 EMA, even though the drop was so big, right, from 10.5 down to like a 4K range, give or take, 60% crash. You know, it only took like what, the very next candle, right, we closed right above the 21 EMA. Okay, it looks better, I mean not better, but you can see it like cleanly on the regular candle, right? On these regular candles, you can see like after we dump right here, the volatility started to shift to the upside, right? So right there, we only got one candle, okay, closing bearish below the 21 EMA. Right here, we didn't get any candles, okay, closing below the 21 EMA. So that's what I'm saying, like, bears can be happy about like market dropping right now. However, they gotta be ready, okay? They gotta be ready, because if we drop down to like 21K, 22K over the next like a few months, I'm not sure if we're gonna get there, right? I'm just speculating right now. We could get like a very quick bounce right back up. Okay, so people might be calling for like 14K, you know, 12K and all of that good stuff, but they might not even get the chance to buy at those levels if, you know, they're not ready in advance. Okay, so if you're looking for those lower prices, you got to be ready. If you're bearish, okay, got to be ready, because it could be like a 24-hour thing, kind of like the March dump, like 3 days dump, bang, push right back up, right? So let's take a look at the March dump. Okay, take a look at the dump we got back in March. It was only a 3-day candle right there, 3-day candle, done deal. Okay, so if you're waiting for it, like let's say you've been waiting for 12K, 14K over the last few months, you only got like probably once we start the drop, you only got like maybe 24 to 48 hours to make a decision. Because once you start seeing like these big red candles, your mind goes to like lower prices. Okay, this is so bearish. We're gonna drop down lower. We're gonna drop down lower, and sucker gonna keep pumping back up. So you have to be ready in advance. Okay, nothing wrong to be bearish, but you know, have to be ready. Phipps says, I'm not bullish or bearish yet. I'm neutral, but I'm hoping like you know, we get more downside so I can reaccumulate. That's good, but you have to be ready. And you know, I think you like Ether, so you got plenty of time, right? To if we're gonna be in a bear market, let's say we break 30K, you know, retest 25K, that's going to give us, you know, 80% chance to be in a bear market. Okay, so we don't need to be in a rush at all for the next like a 3 month, if that's the case, right? But have to be ready. Once again, I just said it, for BTC on a monthly basis, if we break it, that's going to be really ugly. That could be really ugly. But ugly in, you know, in a sense like we're gonna be buying cheaper BTC. It's not like just because BTC is below 20K it's end of the world, you see. So you have to be ready. Most of you guys been around like more than, you know, 2 years, right? So you've been around these, you know, you've seen this type of price action. It's nothing new. We shouldn't be like shouldn't be worried or be afraid of a bear market. It is a good thing. It is a good thing. Okay, so if BTC, you know, if BTC was to go to a, let's say BTC, you know, BTC pump to like a 100K, 150K, you're gonna be like, man, I want to buy some cheaper BTC, right? And all that good stuff. Right now, you're getting a chance to buy cheaper BTC. I mean, you gotta, you know, you gotta be happy about it. Nothing crazy. It's not like you're doing something wrong. You know, if BTC goes down, you see what I'm saying? You just have to buy it. Okay. You're not controlling the market. I'm not controlling the market, right? Lower prices are always good for something that goes exponentially up to the upside, right? So in 2 years, as I said, we're going to be talking about BTC, you know, retesting like monthly 21 EMA somewhere around here, like 200K or so, right? So right there, the monthly 21 EMA is like, you know, in 2.5 years, it is up like 300% in 3.5 years. Not BTC, but the monthly 21. Okay, in 2.5 years, it is up nearly 400%. In 2.5 years again, you could expect Saka to be up 350, 400%, right? And you're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna be waiting for like a, you know, 120 support, 130K support, and all that good stuff like that. Okay, so if you buy it any lower than the you know, monthly 21, that's a plus. That's a plus, because you're gonna be looking for like nearly another 20x. I'm just speculating, but it's been like that. Okay, it doesn't mean it's gonna be like that forever, but you know, it's been like that. I mean, it all depends like what you wanna, you know, what you wanna accumulate. It is always good to have some sort of exposure, even if it is like 10%. Okay, I still got like some alt I'm holding and not even looking to sell at all. Even if they drop like 90%, I'm just gonna get another chance to add to my bags, because I'm looking to add, you know, to sell those alt for the next, I mean, within the next like a 3, 4, 5 years. Okay, depending on you know, what price level I'm looking at, right? For instance, I'm still holding on my XTZ, still haven't sold yet, right? I showed you the XTZ chart. It is highly undervalued. Okay, it is highly undervalued. So I just don't know when it will be overvalued, right? But at some point it is going to be very overvalued, and that time, when that time comes, you know, we could say, oh, it's time to to sell because XTZ, you know, it is highly overvalued, right? Yeah, but let's see. Okay, let's see. The macro view, it is still in play. We just need to either take out the you know, on a monthly basis, take out the 57, 58, or on the downside, you just have to take out the you know, 25k. That's it. Nothing you know, is in between this range. Okay, it's not like a, you know what I mean, right? I'm trying to say, like, it's not like a, you know, you're gonna try to do it halfway through and all that good stuff. Either we're gonna break above 60k or we're gonna break below 25k and we're gonna capitulate 50%. That's it. Okay, so but in between, we're definitely gonna get some short-term trade. We're gonna be talking about every day actually, right? So hey, what's up, Crypto Moon Boy? I mean, we did get a lot of discount today, right? Link $14. I showed you like the link. Let's see if I can find the link. So I think we talked about link not too long ago, right? So I just showed you like how undervalued link was, right? And what I was saying, like, you know, the line going to be around like $6 by July, right? And let's see. Yeah, the line gonna be right around like you know, $6-7 by July. So if we see, you know, anything like, and we retested the line right here, that's where we bottom at, like even back in the March crash right there, December 2019, the March crash, that's also where we got a support at. So we got a triple support at the line. So if we get back to the line right now, it means a lot, like in terms of like a reversal. It means a lot. Like if we drop down to like a $7, $8, even like anything below $10, I think it is going to be extremely undervalued. Okay, so let's take a look at it right here. If we go back, take a look at the line and say, oh, we dropped down to like a $10. We're almost very close to the line. If we drop down to like, let's say $5, okay, bang, okay, we're gonna bridge the line. So you're not gonna have time to basically think. You're gonna know it is exactly at, you know, at fair value compared to you know, it's like exponential growth, right? So I don't think we're gonna get to the orange line anytime soon, because the orange line, it is almost at $1, right? $1.50. Right. It's gonna take us, I think $1.50. Let me double check. Yeah, it's gonna take us like a very, very crazy price drop to see a link dropping down to like $1.50. Okay, and that's going to be a steal. Like if we see the link at $1.50, I mean, I wish we do, but I don't want it to drop that low. But if it does, like I wake up one day and see like a link at $1.50, that's going to be, you know, I'm automatically going to be thinking like, okay, we back to the you know, macro lower trend line right here. Okay, so it looks pretty it could be pretty undervalued, right? If we drop anywhere below $5, $7 actually, right? So and the exponential curve is calling for some crazy prices over the next like a few you know, a few years, right? So, and we talk about Tezos, and we're basically gonna need Tezos to get back above this orange line. We just talked about Link, right? Link was actually, you know, getting a massive resistance right here by the orange trend line, right? That trend line, it is just about like 0.5%, right, growth. And if we take a look at Tezos, right, same thing, just about like 1% growth. It is faster, but you know, let's see what the 0.5%, the 1% looks like. Let's see what the 0.5%, 1/4% gonna look like. Yeah, didn't change much. Okay, didn't change much. So yeah, it didn't change much. So, but it is right there, right around like $18 actually. Let's go back to a link. I mean Tezos. We got to pump to like, let's say $22. Okay, Tezos. Okay. Yeah, it's not changing, but in order to get to the line right here, we got to pump like to $20 roughly. Okay, $20 to get back to the lower trend line. Okay. So that's one of the reasons I'm still holding on to my Tezos. It is actually very, very undervalued. Okay. So ADA is pumping. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. So BTC is back above 34,151. We got this range of 34.5 to a 35.7 range as a resistance. Okay, if we draw the trend line, right, you can see like the same trend line we basically got the support at right here could basically be acting as a resistance right here. Okay, so if we go back, you can see like we got a support right here, guys. Support, I mean resistance, right? Resistance right there, right? Support, and now we could get some sort of a temporary resistance. So if we take, if we take control of 34.8 and so on, we could start to talk about like higher prices, right? Above like 34.8, a nice low sell volume right there. Okay, on Bybit. Right there, nice low sell volume on the 6 hour. So yep, we just hit our 6 hour 21. Even on Coinbase, you can see like we did get a big buy volume right there. Okay, just like what we got back in May 17th, another big, we talked about it like on my previous live update, right? And why that big buy volume was so important. If you take a look at it on Gemini, right, bang, okay, it looks pretty. You can basically miss it on Gemini right there on 6 hour. Same thing, okay. So we just need to take control of 6 hour 21. MACD could flip positive, right, and we're gonna start like talking about like some sort of bullish divergences, right. After that, any dips, right, could be bought up very quickly once we get our MACD to flip positive right here, okay. As we got right here, remember when we pump right there, we dip all the way down to what, 0.618, you know, 0.786 right here, and we push back up. So we could get something similar on the lower degree before we try to regain the daily 21, which is at 36.4. It's not going to be easy, but we will see, guys. We will see. So if you bearish, I mean, you might want to start like planning on some shorts. But if you bullish, you know, you bought the dip, you just have to put a stop loss. That's it. Yeah, Litecoin, nice bullish divergence right here, right. We just gotta get the crossover, and we could confirm the bullish divergence, right. Remember these bullish divergences, right, just because price action is making lower low, okay, and MACD it is making, you know, higher lows, doesn't mean like it's gonna reverse. You see what I'm saying? You gotta get the confirmation, okay, because MACD it is still like negative right here, even though it is still making high lows. It has to flip positive, right? And we're gonna try to get above the histogram. That's going to be the biggest challenge, because that's where we get the highest volatility, right? That's where you get like the high highs and sometimes low highs and all that good stuff, right? What I mean is, like, once we get right here above the histogram, price action could be in this range and gonna start like to make high highs, and MACD could start to get tired, and you're gonna get your bearish divergence and all that good stuff, right? Especially on the hourly, right? Hey, what's up, T-Dog? Thanks a lot for tuning in, Moon Boy. Hey, what's up, John Ming, not John Mining. Nostradamus in the house. Sucker gonna moon. Yeah, let's see. Okay, we got some nice discount today, like a dot, you know, back down to like $13. Yeah. I mean, if you really, you know, if you really think about it, right, most of these alt, right, they just retested their last month lows, so nothing really crazy, okay. Just retested their last month low, okay, last month low right here. Some of them they dip lower, like XRP. Let's take a look at XRP. We did, you know, drop much lower than the rest of the market, but you know, we still got a bullish divergence right here. So it means like if we're gonna go up, XRP gonna get like a lot of strength, right, to basically get the job done. Okay, we still got this bullish divergence on a daily basis, which is a good sign, right? But if we lose it, we just have to suck it up, because we're going to be retesting the the 50% to 0.618. Right here, we almost hit like the 50% pullback of the anti-low, right? Anti-move, right? The low was just about like 50 cents. 50% pullback, 45 cents. 0.618 going to be just about like 32. Right? But not sure if you're gonna get it, guys. That's why you want to front run the price, okay? Let's connect, and if we connect it, right, you can see that we got a nice trend line support right here, okay? From the March lows, December lows, January lows, whatever you want to call it, right? And right there, okay? If and only if we're gonna drop down to that area, okay? For now, you could try to call it a wedge pattern, right? If you're Robin, and yeah, I'm pretty sure Robin will call it a wedge pattern. So yeah, it is a nice wedge if you want to look at it that way. So this entire range, it is a good, 50 cents, anything below 50 cents, it is going to be a good accumulation in the short term, right? So let's go back to BTC. Is pumping above 33.4. We're looking pretty good. MACD on the daily trying to regain control, right? So let's see if they can flip it bullish. Daily 21, it is going to be our biggest challenge, guys. 36.4. Got to regain control of 36.4. Was kind of scary though, the drop below 30K. But I woke up, I saw like 28 something. Like, I'm like, gosh, look at this sucker. Because most of us, when we wake up, right, the first thing we do is like take a look at our phone, right? So I took a look at my phone. I was like, I saw 28.5, and I was like, okay, it's fine. Let's just wait. Let's not panic. So, but by the time I, basically make my coffee and all that good stuff, so I could basically, bounce right back up. I saw Link was like, already hit like, I think $14-15, and I look at Litecoin hit like a 105. I'm like, great. 104, right? I was like, okay, that's a good news. Link and Litecoin both hit, they both hit like a target support, and ADA already hit like $1, right? Let's go back to ADA. So I was like, gosh, that's good. So it was kind of mixed feeling, okay? So I was like, ADA hit $1 exactly right here. So that's a good sign of a temporary bounce. Oh man, can you check ICP? Sucker dropped down to like a $40 from $640. So $650. So it's only what, 90% drop, right? Over 95, something like that. We take a look at it. Take a look at ICP, man. I'm gonna put it on the ICP. I'm gonna put ICP on the ICP. So let's analyze ICP on ICP, right? ICP USDT. I think last time we talked about it, we said it doesn't have enough history and all that good stuff. Well, just gotta wait, man. hopefully you did not buy it from $20,000, whatever, $2,000. Gotta let it go, man. What I mean is, like, most of the time these new alt, gotta give them time, like at least, you know, 3 months, right? Give them time. As of now, I don't see anything crazy in terms of bullishness. You got a trend line support and you got a trend line resistance. Yeah, so let's just wait over the next like a few days, right? If you draw it like that, it means like that's going to be a resistance now. I mean, like that, right? That's going to be a resistance, but it doesn't have enough history to do any good analysis on it on a higher time frame, right? On a lower degree, you got a three-way move pullback. So we just got a three-way move pullback. So let's just have to wait. But so let it cool off over the next like a few weeks. Hey, what's up? Okay, scoop up some alt on the, you know, on the drop down to 29 to 28. Great. Yeah, I was accumulating alt, but let's see. Yeah, as you can see, like Link bounced right back up like 25%, man. 25%, right? Yeah, the drop was big, right? 33%. So we already back up like 50%. Okay, from the recent drop. Swing high down to swing low, almost over 60%, right? So nice bounce, man. So look for the retest right here down to like a $16. That's gonna give us our flat correction. If we basically stay strong right here, we could look for a high prices, but directional move, it is still up. It's not guaranteed that it's gonna get this move, but if we get a drop down to like 16, I wouldn't be panicking. The sell volume right here, it is pretty low. Last hour, take a look at it right there, right here, very low sell volume. Okay, bull flag right here. That's how you know that's a bull flag, right? With confidence, right? So we're looking good till we get a big sell volume. Hey, what's up, Jude Moonboy? XRP 589. What you watching, man? Let me know. Looking good, man. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Bitcoin is above 34. The thing is, when you trade the 2-day time frame, right? The reason why I'm very cautious with the 2-day time frame, I remember multiple times when Saka basically first crossed bullish, right? What we said was like, you know, the first bullish crossover, it might not be the right bullish crossover. Okay, it can try to either retest the signal line or even give us another bullish crossover right here. That's why I was saying, like, we got a very, very good chance, right, to get a temporary bounce from 30K. We don't know if that bounce is going to take us back to 42, 45, but it is, don't short the bottom, buy the bottom. Okay. Another good example is like right here. Okay, we drop down, okay, and flip positive. Remember, guys, I was saying buy the dip at 305, right there, 305 exactly. Okay, it dumped down to like a 29.3, something like that, right? But it pushed back up. Litecoin above 130 again. So we're looking good, guys. So Litecoin 2-day time frame could try to flip positive. it is still in a bull, not quite a bull. Let's see daily. A daily still in a bull divergence, right? You're looking good, guys. You're looking good. Yeah, the BTC dominance, let's take a look at it on a 6 hour. We could get a bullish, not a bullish, but a bearish divergence, right? Right there. Remember last night we talked about, right? I think last night or this morning, right? We said we just need to wait for our MACD right here, right, basically to stay negative, okay? It's not confirmed yet. However, if we break the signal line, it is going to get confirmed, okay? We're going to confirm like we got a bearish divergence, right? And we could be looking for a support again right here for support 45, second support 44. So that's going to be a big pump from this alt, right? Yep, it is a bearish divergence, right? I mean, we even got a bigger one right there. Okay, I mean, you could call this a double top, right? You could call it a double top. If you take a look at the angle, I mean, it looks like a double top, right? Yeah, we're looking good, guys. 34.3. Link back to 19. Yeah, let's see if we can take out right there. Yep, got a nice bull divergence right there. And right here, okay? Looking very, very good. Thanks a lot for video. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Robin gonna call it a wedge pattern. So yeah, man, candle just open, right? 6 hour. Let's go back to BTC. Yep, we crossed bullish, guys. We got a bullish crossover, and we're right at the 21 EMA. Great looking chart, man. Okay. What's up, Yellow Mellow? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Yeah, once we regain the 21 EMA, volatility definitely gonna slow down on the downside, right? As you can see right here, whenever we regain control of the 21 EMA, volatility decreases, right? Right here, volatility decreases, right? Decreases, right there. and we could get some slowdown if we regain control, right? And we're gonna reanalyze the chart. So first thing first, we got to take control of the 6 hour 21, and after that we're gonna take a look at the daily 21. Okay, as of now, just suck it up, put a stop loss at 30k, and let the market do the work. BNB at 291, looking really good, man. I like BNB. BNB and Link, one of the, they tend to basically pump first after BTC and Ethereum. Sometimes they even pump before BTC and Ethereum, but if you can basically manage them, right, they tend to pump, and you can get out and deal with something else after that. Let's see if I can find something right here.